Hi everyone, my name is Martha. I'm a relationship counselor and clinical sexologist, and I am also the creator of Sugar and Spice Virtual Festival. In Asia, spice is a big part of our food and our culture. In fact, spice is life. Who wouldn't like a little bit of sugar in their lives as well? And that is the reason why we decided to call this festival Sugar and Spice. The idea for this festival came about because during this period, I have been part of at least 4 virtual sexuality festivals. And it led me to look around and think, why is there so little Asian representations worldwide? That is because there are not many Asian sexuality educators, if at all. I am one of the few in Asia. I've been in practice for 11 years working with individuals and couples, and so many of my clients say that I am the first person that they have ever talked to about sex. They don't even talk to their partners about sex because they are so inhibited and shy about it, which made me feel that it can't be just me working with clients. It has to be many voices. By using this virtual platform Zoom to host the festival, we can transcend time and space. The sessions will be live, but they will also be recorded. And there will be so many presenters. We have about 30 presenters and 40 sessions. So that is something for everybody. And without further ado, let me share with you who the presenters and what the sessions will be. So let me share screen. Yeah. So this festival is going to be the 1st to the 15th of August. It's going to be on Zoom. And this is Moon, and she will be presenting sex workout and chair yoga. This will be recorded. So during the festival, I encourage you to do these exercises and get in touch with your body. There's Yuan Yuan. She's going to talk about healing after an affair. And this actually is her specialization in her work. She is a certified sexuality therapist, sexual sex therapist. And the second one is on navigating desire discrepancy, which actually means difference in sex drive. Then there's Reese. He's going to talk about mindful sex. Like myself, he has a doctorate in human sexuality. And I am going to talk about understanding sex and sexuality as a framework, as an overview to understand the complexities of human sexual behavior. I have a more juicy workshop called Orgasmic Yoga, and it is a practice in which you learn how to use your breath, sound, movement, touch, intention to play with sexual energy in your body. It's going to be a very fun workshop. All the workshops are fully closed, so you don't have to worry about that. Then there's Chan. He's actually in Malaysia, and he will be talking about teaching our children about sex. He's actually a certified sex educator. Sorry, he's a sex. Yeah, he's a trained sex educator, and he will also have a second presentation towards an anxiety-free sexual relationship. Then there's Vereen. She has 3 sessions. The first one is a full moon circle, which actually happens on the 3rd of August. And then we have the moon cycle explanation, where the menstrual cycle can actually be broken up into phases. Then toxic masculinity in women. This is a 1-hour session. Then there's Luke, my good friend. He is going to talk about learning how to love yourself. And on top of that, he's also going to be sharing during this session his coming out story. He's going to also be doing a second session, Sacred Sexuality for People with Penises. And by this, we are referring more specifically to learning how to have orgasms without ejaculation. Then there's Jasmine, also from Malaysia. She's going to be talking about dating in the digital age. And as we know, nowadays with the digital world, it can sometimes be a bit tricky to navigate. Things are quite different from before. So she'll be sharing from her perspective. And that's vulva pleasuring for people with vaginas. And all the sessions, okay, I I wish I didn't have to state it all over the website, but every single session is open to people of all genders and sexual orientations. So just want to make it clear that everybody is welcomed. Then there's Joyen. She will be presenting 3 sessions, and the first one is burlesque. The second one is the art of online stripping. And then her third session is alongside with Mistress Eva, Sex, Money, and Power. So this would be a discussion. And then there's Danielle. She will have 2 workshops. One is called Naughty Night, and it's about learning how to use knots. And she was describing it to me that it's without ropes, and maybe that might change. But it's essentially really for beginners. The next one is called Everyday Pervertibles. And what this actually means is things around the house that you can use to play with sensation with your partner. So it's very, very interesting. Encourage you to join the session. And then there's Domina Chase. She's she's a very intellectual person, and she's going to be talking about sex and sexuality. And then together with her slave, she's going to be talking about 24/7 BDSM relationship. Then there's Niyati. Sorry, she is actually our partner. Her organization is providing a lot of volunteers to support us with the festival, from admin to design to social media to tech support. And she's going to be presenting Sexuality in India, Introduction to Kama Sutra. That's really, really juicy. And then there's Alia Lim. She's going to be talking about the kink scene in Singapore and a little bit about the basics of kink. There's Fiona. She's going to be talking about supercharging your libido and skin. So this has more to do with nutrition. Then there's Shri. She will be talking about sex essential oils and healing. Then there's Yuan Qing. She's going to be talking about self-defense. So this workshop, if you can come with your partner who is living in your house with you, so come with your partner so that it's easier for you to do the practices that she's going to be teaching. The sessions will all be recorded, so you can always kind of attend it live so that you actually get the live experience, and also you get an opportunity to ask questions, but they will also be recorded. And frankly, recorded sessions are just not quite the same. That's Melissa Fan. She is also the founder of Wellness Insider, who is our partner for the festival. So she has a wellness blog, and she will be running a workshop called Reframing Our Body Image. Then there's Carol. She will be talking about bedroom dressing and actually also makeup for your body type. Then there's Annie. She's going to be sharing dating smarts in the context of 5 love languages. I think a lot of people know about the 5 love languages, but not many people know how to apply it in their dating lives. And then there's Sharifa and Noor Fatini, sorry, on spicing up your sex life with pelvic floor squeezes, Kegels. So they are actually from Vibrance, both of them. They are physiotherapists. And in case you don't know, Vibrance is the only female pelvic floor center in Malaysia. And so, yeah, they definitely know Kegels. Then there's Trisha. She's a cancer survivor, and she's going to be talking about how sex changes as we grow older. And also, there are many, many things that causes sex to change, whether we change physically, mentally, or emotionally, because actually life is about change. How do we reconcile with sex when life changes? Then there's Olivier. He's actually based in Sydney, and he's going to be sharing orgasmic meditation. So it's not to be confused with orgasmic yoga, which is a different practice. So join Olivier because he has studied this, and he's been practicing orgasmic meditation for some time. Then there's Delphine. She's going to be covering trauma-informed practice. So there will be some talk and some practice around learning how to heal yourself of trauma, and we all have trauma. Then there's Janet and Janice, and they're going to talk about understanding open relationships. And actually it's actually a lot more dynamic than people think it is. Then there's Amber and Steph, and actually Jolene, uh, Salonga. The 3 of them are actually going to be talking about sex work on this panel. Then there's Joan. She's actually a very famous comedian in Malaysia, and she's going to be presenting Calm Overload. So it's going to be a 10-hour stand-up. Sorry, not 10 hours, 10-minute stand-up, followed by a Q&A. So all that lasting about 1 hour. She's really, really funny, really hilarious, and you really want to join us in this session. Then there's Veronica, and she's going to do a 3-minute performance on how we touch. So these are some of the logos of all our partners. Yeah, and this one, the Prati Sa is they are actually the Indian student-led organization that is supporting us with a lot of the um, support that we needed for this festival. So I really, really have to thank them so much. I'm just so sorry. I'm really bad with pronouncing names. That's honey.com and Pink Lifestyle. They are supporters of this festival. So they are also supporting us to get this festival known to more people. There's Calvin Lim, who is a photographer. He does boudoir photography. There's Hub BDSM, and there's Janet. She is the one who actually designed the beautiful banner for our festival. And then Wellness Insider is a wellness blog also helping us to do a shout out for the festival. And then there's Vibrance. They are a pelvic floor specialized center in Malaysia. So these are just some of the partners. And of course, as I'm making this video, things are changing because we have more partners coming on board. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching this video, and I hope you're interested and intrigued with what we have to offer for Sugar and Spice. So please check out the website. That's sugarandspice.asia.